Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, how are you doing? And if you are new, feel free to stick around. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make these adorable otters. These are always my best sellers at all my markets. They're always the first one to sell out, and they're super easy to work up, and they take like no time at all. And they're adorable, look at them. They're super easy to make. This pattern is not mine, it is by Chloe's Plushie on Instagram. I'll tag her here and in the description below. Please go follow her. She makes adorable patterns and she has an adorable shop. But yeah, we're gonna make these today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, let's get started. So what you're gonna need for this adorable otter, you're gonna need tan colored yarn. You're gonna need some brown colored yarn. You're also gonna need some eyes. For these otters, I use 6mm, and obviously you'll need backings too. Scissors, a 5mm crochet hook. It could be somewhere between 4 and a 5, but anywhere over 4.5, the holes get a little big and it's kind of hard to work with. A tapestry needle, some black embroidery yarn for the mouth, a stitch marker. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna start by grabbing our tan yarn and our hook. You're gonna make a magic ring, and you are going to single crochet 8 into the magic ring. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now close your ring, and we're gonna start into the first stitch, and you're gonna increase 8. All right, now on to round 3. This is where I'm gonna grab my stitch marker and keep my stitch in place. Now for the increase round, you can put your stitch marker there. I just choose not to because it's easier for me to just count and it's faster. All right, so for round 3, we are going to single crochet and then increase 8 times. So single crochet, increase all the way around. All right, we are at the round of N3, and round 4 is going to be the round with the ears in it. So we are going to start by single crocheting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we are going to do a bobble stitch with 4 double crochets. So you're going to make 4 double crochets into the same stitch. And then once you finish your 4th double crochet, pull some slack out, take your hook out, and then you're going to count back 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, insert your hook into the 4th stitch, insert your hook back into the loop, pull it tight, and then you're going to pull that loop back through that 4th stitch, and then yarn over and pull through, and that's a bobble stitch. So now we're going to keep going with 11 single crochets. All right, once you get to the end of your 11 single crochets, we're gonna do another bobble stitch. So 4 double crochet into the same stitch. And then count back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert your hook. Insert your hook in the loop, tighten, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and then single crochet 4 to finish out this row. All right, we just finished round 4. Now for rounds 5, 6, and 7, you're just gonna single crochet all the way around. All right, we are at the end of round 7, and this is what your otter should look like by now. Now, for the last stitch in row 7, don't finish your last stitch all the way, because right here is where we're gonna color change. So go ahead and cut your tan yarn with your scissors, and grab your brown yarn. And I don't know how you guys color change, but what I do is I grab my yarn with this finger back here, both the loose ends, and I hold them with my pointer finger in the back, and I loop it around just to finish it. Just like that, and this will be the first stitch of round 8. All right, now for round 8, we are just gonna single crochet around, and I will see you guys when we get to the end. We are at the end of round 8, and now we're going to move on to round 9, which has the first pair of limbs. I'm pretty sure it's legs or arms. I'm not sure how Otter anatomy works, but it's the one with the little hands up here. All right, for this row, we are going to single crochet 9. All right, then once you have your 10 single crochets, we are going to do another bobble stitch. It's the same as before for the ears, just 4 double crochet into the same stitch. Take out your hook, insert it into the 4th stitch, and then you know the rest. And then you are going to single crochet 5. And then you're going to do another bobble stitch. And then you're going to single crochet the rest of the way around. Alright, now we just finished round 9. Your bobble stitches should be centered with the ears, and if they're not, you can go back and add or take away however many stitches you need to make sure they're even. Mine are pretty even right now, so I'm not going to go back and do anything. Now for the next 2 rounds, they're just going to be single crochet around, and I will see you when we get back to round 11, I think? I'm not sure. I lost count at this point. I'm pretty sure it's 11 now. Alright, I just finished my 2 rounds of single crochets. We are, I think, at round 12 now. You're basically just making the second 2 limbs, or the second pair of limbs. Now, at this part, your stitches might get a little uneven, so just single crochet around until you get to these stitches right here, the ones right above the first pair of legs, and you're going to do bobble stitches here and here. The only reason why there's not exact single crochet like measurements, well, there probably is, but it gets kind of uneven sometimes, or you might be missing a stitch, and I don't want to give you a specific number and then all your limbs be like cockeyed. And now I'm at the stitch right above where my bubble stitch was, and I'm going to do another bubble stitch. Alright, we have just made it to the round of end 12, I believe. Yo, I'm editing this video right now. Why do I keep saying the round of end? I don't know what I was doing. Please ignore it, okay? And now is where we're going to take a break to add our eyes, the face, and stuff. Or wait, we don't stuff yet. Just the eyes and the face. Alright, next we're going to add the face, or well, the nose and mouth part. So you're gonna go in from the bottom and come out, oh, not there. It's the stitch right next to the eye. You're gonna come out, leave enough black yarn on the inside so you can tie it when you finish it. And now you're going to go into the stitch next to the other eye and then come out the same stitch you went into originally to make, oh, he's going the wrong way, to make the first loop of the nose. Alright, and then you're gonna go back into the same hole you just went into, and instead of going into the original hole, you're gonna come out into that hole in the middle, pull it tight, and that's the nose. And then you're just gonna go down into this stitch right here and back into the body. And that is the muzzle, nose slash face thing. I don't know, but you're just gonna flip it over, cut your string, and then tie it. Alright, now continuing the rounds, for this next round we are going to do a 2 single crochet decrease, repeat all the way around. Okay, we just finished the last round, which number I don't remember. And here you can start to stuff if you feel like it. I'm gonna keep going one more round and then I'm gonna start stuffing. So it's honestly just up to preference. But yeah, so on to the next round, we're just going to single crochet decrease all the way around until you come back to the stitch marker. Alright, I'm gonna stop here and I'm going to stuff my otter and then we will continue working the rounds. Alright, I just finished stuffing my otter. He's all stuffed and firm, and now we are going to continue the rounds. So from this point out, I'm not going to be using a stitch marker just because it's easier for me, because it does get really tight towards the tail area, so it's honestly better if you just count. Alright, now once you have finished your 6 decreases, we're going to count and double check to make sure we have 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I do. And if you have any less or any extra, then you can just decrease one more time or increase one more time. Now, if you have like 9, then I would suggest going back and figuring out where you messed up. But if it's just like one off, that's really not that big of a deal. Just add 1 decrease or increase. So for the next round, this is going to be the tail and also how we finish him off. You're going to 6 single crochet in the front loop only. Alright, now you're going to single crochet around 2 times. So you're basically just going to make a total of 12 stitches, and then we are going to be fastening off. Alright, once you finish your 12 stitches, you're going to slip stitch into the next stitch to fasten off. Leave some tail so you can sew in the end. And don't worry about stuffing the tail. I never stuff the tails on mine and they always end up fine. They're still firm. It's just such a tight squeeze right there that you really don't need to stuff it. If you want to stuff it, feel free to. Just have a good time trying to get stuffing in there because that's such a small hole. Alright, now we are going to close up the tail by just going into each stitch and pulling as we go all the way around until you get to the last stitch. Then you're going to go back down into the hole. Sorry if I was too close to the camera for that. I was too focused. And then just pull it as tight as you can to seal up that hole. And then cut it and then stuff it. And just like that, you have your very own crocheted otter. Now, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know. I would love to make more tutorials. I just don't seem to get that many views on them. So if you enjoyed, please let me know. It means a lot. Again, this pattern was by Chloe's Plushies on Instagram. I'll tag her in the link in the description. Go check her out. Go give her a follow, please. And as always, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Just real quick before the video ends, someone in my last video was asking about my flowers up here. These are Lego flowers. This is a real orchid, and then that one up there is a Lego orchid, and then all these cactuses are real except for the crocheted one, and that plant is fake. And thank you guys so much for all the love on the last video. Okay, love you, bye-bye.